lines on them now in the seat. That won't be done for a while.
Tasha Lamm has known struggle. She and her girlfriend and 2 sons have moved from place to place over the years. They have often been homeless.
The goal is to stay out of Ohio. Like, I hate Ohio. No offense. I hate this place. It's a hellhole. And it's negative. It just sucks you dry.
Lamm's story is not unique in this part of the country. Southeast Ohio has been plagued with poverty for decades.
I want to help build the great society.
It's been 56 years since Democratic President Lyndon Johnson stood on the steps of Ohio University in Athens and pledged to remake America, vowing to eliminate rural poverty and racial injustice across the country.
I'm playing with the water hose.
And while there have been many changes here, much of Appalachian Ohio still has child poverty rates higher than 30%, according to U.S. Census figures.
This porch really needs a paint and fix.
I can't give my kids what I would like to give them, so they have to struggle with me, and it's not fair because I grew up poor. My dad was a needle junkie, you know what I mean?
This area used to be largely Democratic, but the former coal towns have turned fiercely Republican, despite many families benefiting from programs like cash assistance and food stamps.
And they wanted a hand up, and what it has become is we have 3 or 4, 5 generations that are living by handout. Everybody wants to be given something.
Ohio is going to make America great again.
In 2016, every county surrounding Athens voted for Donald Trump as president. Voters here held on to Trump's promise of bringing back manufacturing jobs. Unemployment numbers were already high in this region before the coronavirus pandemic increased them. And in an area that's overwhelmingly white, Trump's sometimes racist comments about immigrants and people of color don't seem to bother some residents.
His rhetoric sometimes is not all that great. I mean, he can make people mad, but at the forefront, I do feel like he has the United States number one.
Who would have thought?
They see the things he does. They see the things he says. They see the way he acts, but yet I don't get it. I mean, I really don't get it.
Nearly half the people in this country thought this guy was the guy who should be our leader. And to me, it just shined this big light on us, on our prejudices, our racism, our attitudes about helping others.
Jack Frech served as the Athens County Welfare Director for 33 years.
The prejudice we have toward poor people, which, by the way, is entirely linked with the racial prejudice.
Now that'll hold my eggs in place where they won't fall.
People have used race as a wedge to keep poor people apart, including down here.
Frech says many of the issues plaguing poor white people in rural areas mirror those of poor people of color in urban areas. Unemployment, issues with the criminal justice system, substance abuse.
There we go. People call me a zombie, but I don't feel like I'm a zombie yet.
Addiction has become a part of life for so many here.
Anything that will make me feel better. I like my speed. I like methamphetamines, even if it's Adderall, Vyvanse.
Lamm is still trying to leave Ohio and break her own cycle of poverty.
The good news is I know who I want to be, who I'm meant to be. My biggest fear is I will never be her.
Noreen Nasser, Associated Press, Athens, Ohio.
Because I could just keep going.